Hello and welcome to New Roads. Thank you for joining me here this evening, and we're having a special segment called Poor Man's Pizza. Check it out, get your kids together, watch this video, and you're going to be amazed at how you can make a pizza for as little as $5. And not only one pizza, we're talking 6 pizzas. Check it out. Come over to New Roads, check out this video, hit the subscribe. Let's go! All right, guys, the moment of truth is here. Pizza's done. Let's open it up and see what we got. Oh, wow, look at that. Poor man's pizza. Oh, ooh, look at that. So Poor Man's Pizza. I kind of created this idea because of the RV life. It's been really, really cool. I've enjoyed it. I've been doing this. It's going on 9 years now, or 8 years. I started in 2017. Actually started in 2016. Regardless, a lot of people have talked about their favorite dishes, favorite restaurants, places to go. And I wanted to share with you something that I discovered when I was on one of my trips. And I wanted some pizza really bad, but everything was closed. And I looked at my refrigerator, I got to thinking, I said, you know what, this just might work. So I started throwing some ingredients together, put it in my air fryer, and holy smokes, it was fantastic. It was a great snack. I think this would be something really neat if you're on the road, if you want to do something really quick, easy. The other thing is it's fast and simple. Thirdly, I think this would be something really cool for your kids because it's something that they can do with limited knives or chopping or cutting or anything like that. So sit back, watch what I do here. And the last thing that's really cool about this is you can create a whole pizza, well actually 6 pizzas, I'm going to show you how to do that. But you can do 6 pizzas for about $5.40 from Walmart. Really, really simple. I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Very simple. You want to get a loaf of French bread from Walmart. Now this is normally $1. I got it for 27 cents. Okay, loaf of French bread. Just make sure that it's fresh. Secondly, you got to have the cheese. Walmart again, I'm using cheddar, but you can do mozzarella if you want to, provolone, whatever you want to do. You can do the cheese, $2.29. And then you have to have the pepperoni. You got to have some pepperoni. Now, what's really cool about this, if you don't want to do pepperoni, you can do turkey, you can do bacon, you can do hamburger, whatever your heart desires, but unless you have to do pepperoni. So you can pick this up at Walmart as well. And then you got to have the sauce. Now, most people think of conventional sauce like this. This is regular Great Value tomato sauce that you would use for a pizza. But instead of using this, which will cost you about $1.78, grab your bottle of ketchup for $1. This is Great Land ketchup. It's organic. It's like $1. I think it was actually like 98 cents. But you can grab this, and that's all you need to make your pizza. Total cost is approximately $7. $6 and about 78 cents what I spent today. If you got the thing to get the discount on the bread was $1. I got it for 27 cents. Ketchup, the pepperoni's $2.78. So total $7.68 with tax. But you're not going to use all of this at one time. You're only going to use it once. So if we can get 6 pizzas out of $7.68, we're looking at $1.40 $1.30 a slice. That's pretty cool. $1.30 for a pretty large pizza. When you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about, and you will see the savings. And you'll see the fun that your family can have or your kids can have, and it's really easy. It's something that they can even do on their own once you show them how to do it. So, with that being said, let's dive into this, and I'll show you how to make a poor man's pizza. So one of the things you want to do is grab a large plate. I've got some plates right over here. You can use a paper plate if you like, or even a pan. I like using just a regular dinner plate, and so I can set my pizzas up on that. Next, grab your French bread. Woohoo! And what you want to do is cut a slice of French bread about 8 inches long, somewhere in the area of 8 to 10 inches long. Now this will vary depending upon if you have a toaster oven like I have over here, or you can't see it right now, but I'll show it to you in a few minutes. If you have an air fryer, if you have a large one that's a 10-inch, then you can do 10-inch pieces. My toaster oven does 10 inches, so I can do 2-inch. My air fryer does about an 8-inch slice. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece about 8 inches long right here, just like so. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut a piece that's about 8 inches long. So you can see here I got the bread. I got it out of the package about 8 inches here, and I'm just going to make a nice slice through the bread like so. Okay. Now, hold on to this because you can use it later for more pizza. Okay, so I'm going to just wrap this up and set it off to the side. But be sure you wrap it back up because you want it to stay fresh. You don't want it to get hard and crumbly and that type of thing. This is nice and soft. Okay. All right. Once you do that, take your bread, and what you want to do is slice it right down the middle. So you want to slice it right in half. So we're going to take that, and this might be a little dangerous for your kids. You might want to do it. But once you get past this step, there's no more cutting, which is really cool. So cut the French bread into 2 parts. Voila. So you have 2 pieces that look like this. Okay. And I think I might have made 6-inch pieces instead of 8. I could have probably made this a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's all about TV. Okay, so once we do that, the next thing we're going to do is grab our ketchup. Okay. Shake it up a little bit, make sure it's good, ready to go. And what you want to do is just squirt it all over your bread. Let me hold this up and you can kind of see what I'm doing. And this is what you want to do right here, just like that. And you want to do it on both pieces. Just squirt it around. And then once you get a good layer of tomato sauce, ketchup on there, then you want to just get it spread around like so. And I know everyone is saying, really? Are you kidding me? Ketchup for pizza? But when you taste it, and I know your kids are going to love this. Absolutely love it. Okay. On. What do you think comes next? Yes, absolutely. The cheese, baby. The cheese. All right. So I've got sharp cheddar cheese here that I'm going to use. So we take the cheese, open it up. And then all you do is just sprinkle it on top. Just like that. Like I said, your kids can do this really easy. Quick snack. And it doesn't involve a lot. Once you spread it on top, and this is what I do. I put it on top like so. And then I just kind of spread it around a little bit. So the cheese is kind of evenly spread. And we'll do the same thing here. Just spread it around so it's nice and evenly spread. Applied to the French bread. There we go. And hold on to this because you might want to use a little bit more later. And then you want to grab your pepperoni, baby. All right. So I got some pepperoni that's already open here. I'm going to open this up. And you want to take out about 6 slices of pepperoni. Okay, see that? 6 slices. And then all you do is spread it out evenly on your pizza. Now 6 slices will pretty much cover your entire piece of French bread. Oh wow, that came out perfect. Look at that. And then on my other one, I'm going to grab 6 more. And I now have 2 very now I have 2 very nice pieces of pizza. Now I can stop here if I like. I'll let you take a look at that. I could stop here if I wanted to, but this is where you can get creative with things. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more on your pizza, what you can do is take some more cheese, spread it around on top. You can even take like peppers. Take some peppers. You can get these for 78 cents. Walmart again. Cut up some peppers and put on your pizza. Tomatoes, mozzarella if you want to. Some slices of mozzarella. Bacon. Easily. And I'm just going to spread a little bit of bacon on top. Add a little more flavor to it. These are real bacon pizzas. You can take real bacon if you want to put on it if you like. To do real bacon, I would suggest cooking it a little bit first, getting it about halfway to 3/4 of the way done, taking it off, chop it up, and then put it on your pizza. Now, the other thing that's really cool that I like on my pizza, olives. And these are only $1.78 a jar. You can get a smaller jar of olives for like, I think it's like 78 cents. Okay, I'm gonna try to get these off. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, so now I'm gonna grab a fork. There we go, got a fork here. And I'm just gonna take a few olives out and sprinkle them on top. Let's add a little salt taste to it, a little twang. I actually let some of my friends try this, and they were amazed. They couldn't believe that I made this out of ketchup and ingredients from Walmart. They couldn't believe it. They thought it was store-bought. The other thing that's really cool about this, for $7.68, I'm making 6 individual small pizzas. If you go to the grocery store and you get the little individual ones from Walmart, just for 2 are going to cost you about $2. Just for 2. And then they're smaller and they're just plain cheese, or they're just plain pepperoni. So getting some variety here. And then what's nice about this, everything's all natural, which is really cool. So once we get our ingredients added on, then what I like to do is come back with a little bit of cheese right on top, just like that. And we are all done. That fast. She's set to go in the oven. Okay. All right, so we're all set. Everything's ready to go into the oven. I have an air fryer, and I'm going to use my air fryer to do this. So in my air fryer, you can see that I have the removable pan inside. Just leave that inside if you like. And then take your wonderful pizzas, and let me show you this one more time. Look at that. Oh, don't those look just delicious? And then, depending on how old your kids are, you can take these and cut them again once they're cooked. Cut them again, and they can have nice little personal pizzas. You can even fix them in their lunches where they can heat it up later on. I mean, you can get really creative with this thing. Or if it's for your husband or for yourself or for your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever, make nice pieces like this. Oh man, great afternoon snack or great evening snack while you're watching a football game. You can fix it really quick. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take each individual one, and we're just going to set it right off inside of the pan. And they fit in here perfect. I could have made these a little bit longer, like I said, but these fit in here like perfect. And I got a little bit of ingredients here on the plate, so I'm just going to take this off the plate and sprinkle it in. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. But I have a little bit on the plate. So I'm just going to take that off and sprinkle it right back on top. Let's not waste anything. Okay. And then again, I'm going to show you what this looks like. And then we're going to let this cook. So here you go. Take a look at that. They're right off into the pan. Look how that looks. This is great. Okay, so now, oops, some of our ingredients fell off the top, but that's okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this, place it right into the air fryer, put it on, put it on air fry, and for time, all I need is about 7 to 8 minutes. That's it. Hit the start, and away it goes. That should be ready in about 7 minutes. We'll come back, and I'll show you the final product. All right, guys, the moment of truth is here. Pizza's done. Let's open it up and see what we've got. Oh, wow, look at that. Poor man's pizza. Oh, ooh, look at that. Awesome. Gonna take this out, put it on a couple of plates, and let's just see how the whole thing looks. So this is it, poor man's pizza. I did increase the time by 1 minute, so I did it 8 minutes. And you want to set your air fryer to about 400 degrees at 8 minutes. If it's a little bit less than that, you might want to go a little bit longer. Depends on how crunchy you want it and how tasty you want it and that type of thing. But hey, try it. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, and let me know, good or bad. I really want to know, because everyone I've introduced this to so far has loved it. They think it's fantastic, and the other thing is all fresh. Nothing's frozen or in the freezer or anything like that, or it doesn't have preservative in it, and it's a wrapper type thing. Fresh bread, tomato sauce, fresh pepperoni, fresh cheese. Everything is just fresh about this. So that's what's so really, really cool about making this type of pizza. So thank you for joining us here at New Roads and learning how to make poor man's pizza. Oh my gosh. The crust is crunchy. The cheese, the olives, bacon bits. Oh my gosh. Be creative with your pizza. Thank you for joining us here at New Roads. And we look forward to seeing you on your next New Road. Oh,